Hey there, I'm Amber Anderson. I'm a leadership coach. I help highly sensitive leaders learn how to maximize their impact in a way that is authentic, joyful, and expansive through coaching, content, and community. Today, we are going to talk about how important it is to create a process for processing. And I mean, processing all those things life throws your way. So let's dive in. So, first of all, I always encourage all my clients to have sort of a baseline vitality protocol, emotional health vitality, physical vitality, all of those things just as baseline habits so you can be your best self. And that vitality protocol I always recommend includes four main elements. So, movement, mindfulness, nutrition, and sleep. None of this is new information. You need to focus on all four to be your best, healthiest, most vital sense. So let's just pretend that that's already established. And if it isn't, please message me. I can help you create something in that space. Um, and I want to talk about a process for processing. So when I think about process for processing, I mean all of the baseline foundational stuff you already have in place, all of your healthy habits, right? And still, life is going to throw stuff your way that's unexpected and challenging. And for those moments that matter most, having a process for processing is a game changer. So you want to do this proactively. You want to decide ahead of time what your process for processing is. I am going to recommend a very easy approach to it. It's basically three N's. You're going to notice it, you're going to name it, and you're going to navigate through it. So, step number one is notice. Just notice and acknowledge that you're experiencing a challenging situation and probably a negative emotion that is attached to it. Accept that it's happening. Don't try to resist it. Just really do your best to lean back and embrace it and welcome it without judgment about yourself, about anybody else. Just it is what it is. Acknowledge it, notice it, and then you're going to be ready to move on to step two. Step number two is to name it, that being name the emotion and express it by saying I'm feeling or I'm experiencing rather than saying I am. You are not the emotion you're experiencing. So when you express it by saying I'm feeling angry instead of I'm angry, it seems very subtle, but just that little shift in language, as nuanced as it seems, makes a big difference. It removes the power that negative emotion could otherwise have on you by really that close attachment. And you're making it more about who you are than what you're experiencing in the moment when you say, I am angry. So instead of I am angry, I'm feeling angry or I'm experiencing anger. Just slight shift, but the important thing is to try your very best to name the emotion. That is step number two. Step number three is to navigate it, meaning navigate through the emotion by actually engaging with it. So you've noticed it, you've named it, now you're going to navigate through it. And this is your chance to really experiment with any of the tools and resources you've learned when it comes to managing your mindset, becoming the boss of your brain, or soothing your nervous system and emotional regulation tools. So, whether you've learned this from me on my channel or other sources, both from the mindset perspective and the nervous system perspective, you can use tools from either of those buckets to navigate through an emotional experience. So, like I said, once you figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling, you might find that you don't actually want to change how you're feeling, at least not yet. That is totally fine. I want to reinforce that you're still processing, you're still navigating through the emotion because you're being intentional about it. Or maybe you know exactly why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Or maybe you don't really care to know. You just want it gone. You just want to feel better. In either of those cases, I recommend that you lean into a tool or technique to soothe your nervous system to navigate through the emotion. So, really grabbing onto anything that you have learned about to alchemize this negative feeling as fast as possible is what I'm going to recommend here. For example, one of my favorite ways to alchemize a negative emotion quickly is with tapping it out. So I tap it out with a round or two of faster EFT. If you have not learned tapping from me, just Google it. Google faster EFT. EFT stands for emotional freedom technique. It seems a little bit silly. Didn't really believe in it myself at first until I tried it, and then I proved myself wrong. Total game changer. Also, something as simple as breath work. So 4x8, box breathing, something like that. You've probably seen videos of me demoing those things as well. Or maybe you're a meditator, meditate for 10, 20 minutes, go for a walk in nature, read a book, light a candle, drink a cup of hot tea. Whatever it is you do to soothe your nervous system will work here to alchemize that negative feeling into something more positive, something that helps you feel better. And that's step 3, navigate it. So you've noticed it, you've named it, and you've navigated through it. And that, my friend, is your process for processing. Thank you for watching. As always, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, all those YouTube things. Also, don't forget down below in the description, you can enroll in free 24/7 access to Q&A on any of the content ever posted on this channel. So you literally type in your question, the AI will scan every video, every piece of content ever posted on this channel, and customize an answer for you in seconds. It's basically 24/7 access to a free leadership coach, that leadership coach being me. So drop your name and your email at the link below, and you will be all set up for that. There's no reason not to try it. It's super cool. And with that, I will see you next week.